Fly will be ready in 10 seconds. He's going to get some fast farm with this base on this Bat Rider. Like, you're going to see that blink come out very, very quick, and I won't be ready for it, especially with this Storm Spirit, who we haven't really talked about. He's up against nothing to say against on the OD. It's certainly not a Storm Spirit's favorite matchup. Like, you can't really farm against an OD.
Definitely not. Emo's trying his best, but nothing to say is having a fairly good run. Way too many denies to play with in this lane. Emo have to dip into that jungle every now and again, and I believe he has been. But it's not a good time. We've seen this happen before. Of course, jungle farm is just not as good as lane farm, and Fly actually caught a lot of damage from Fade.
Level 2 Fly, level 2 stick napalm. It's big damage to say the least. Aka is there to try and spawn, but with this level that Faith Beyond has achieved now, Fly can't do anything. He's dead. Faith is gonna keep going. Fly will die. Maybe you trade your life away for it. I think Faith is very, very satisfied with that.
Definitely. He got a lot more gold from killing that Naga Siren off. He got a lot of EXP from killing that Naga Siren off. Taka didn't really get too much, and they lose out under Naga Siren's farm as well. So that's one way, I guess. You have to chicken up for the slaughter.
Man fighting Emo around the storm, trying to fight back. Purifying Flames is ready, but it's not enough. Emo, he'll get away for now, but they'll get the secondary.
Oh.
A call for a support again. Ehome. Happy.
Very happy. They're finding these kills on the map. They're applying the pressure on the lanes. You take a look at JT. Compare that to Faith Beyond. He's still at level 2. He's jungling as the Centaur now. And that's just going to give Sylar a really free lane. He's not being punished by any sort of movements from ID at all.
It's rough. Faith Beyond has his bottle up. He probably will see that jungle stack going on, the small camp, and maybe just takes it back to Naga Siren. Are you going to spawn it? Yeah, he will. So now you take that farm away from the Naga, take it for yourself. And judging by this build from Faith, John, he went for the early bottle in the offlane Bat Rider, kind of indicating that he wants to get aggressive early on.
I like it. He is really playing so far forward. Fly is just not able to do too much if Faith Beyond does decide to come in. The lanes are just too pressured that no other support can really come in and force Faith Beyond out at this point. Granted, you know, Faith Beyond, his farm isn't amazing, but the fact that he's forcing all these awkward movements on the map is doing enough work to make up for that.
JT, he's forced to run back to the fountain. He has no regen available. He's just trying to buy a bracer right now.
It's a rough spot.
Emo's doing the same thing. He's jungling, of course. It's standard for a Storm to farm jungle after a bad lane, and it's all he can do. You can't really afford to fall behind. Look at Faith. On to Fly, no support around Naga Siren. They'll TP in there for JT. But the TP's in back. It's all going to be too late. Fly, he's level 6 with no song available, of course. They'll lose their Naga. Now they'll go up sit Q on the task, but he's healing up. Can they find the damage? They don't have double edge. They'll glimpse Y on the Oracle now, so Y probably will end up dropping. For a Naga Siren kill, who the hell cares?
No, you don't care at all. That big trade, you force out so many heroes to teleport, and that leaves these lanes free. Mid lane free for nothing to say, bot lane free for Star. Nothing to train these heroes at all. You drag Fly in. What can Naga Siren do against the Lifestealer at this point?
I have a sub 10-minute bounce from a phase boot.
He's had a free lane. An absolutely free lane. He got a couple of kills as well. Slow down JT to the point that JT's just basically a glorified creep right now. And he's being done.
Yeah. Level 4 gets a nice few stop. I don't know if that's going to save him. Q will be saved by Y and JT. Anything about. Oh boy. 5-3 now. 1k net worth lead, but man, what's that Maelstrom on this line feeler? I mean, it's just. The Siren's been the past half a job. They switch roles.
Nah, that kind of lane for Fly just can't let you do too much. Granted, you take a look, Fly is number 2 in net worth. So considering that rough lane, it's okay, but it's not quite to the level of Silo.
We're talking the lifesteal, but something, you know, he's gonna TP up, maybe run up to the top lane now. Silo, he'll start farming there instead. He just wants the free lane. Faith Beyond, now bot. Fly, you really don't want to be there. They're available. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Don't have something yet. Where Fly go? They won't commit now, but it will commit the last one. Nothing to say. Has follow-up damage. Shot. Latches perfectly. Ollie has nowhere to go. He'll keep it young. Emo jumping to try and help here. He does have half mana pool the map left. He can only go after Sin Q though. Would have cost his own life. He saves the disrupt when he backs off. Doesn't change the fact that the position has died 3 times in the first 5 minutes of the game.
You've got to find a way to give Fly free time. At the very least, leave him in the jungle right now. You've got to let someone else cop this. It has to be JT. Yeah, you've got the Maelstrom as Paswell now. So, everything's up and running here. They are going to jump Fate.
They actually kill him. Emo, trying.
No.
No, they won't. Faith beyond. Look at him just turn around. He's got no mana. Though he's threatening as if he does.
Oh, can you see? Just walking up.
Tyler. Trouble. He will go down. Nice rotation there from IG. Well, it does manage to get away thanks to that kinetic build block. At the very least, IG did find a return kill on the opposing position, so the lifesteal does go down. The farm he has now, I mean, it's not. I don't think he's too concerned about that death either. He just goes back to the jungle, starts farming up with the Maelstrom, and I believe he will just outpace and outfarm the Nagasaran, and that kind of sounds ridiculous coming out of my mouth, but I believe it's going to be the case.
It certainly will be early on. I mean, it's going to be a while until Fly will take over. He will definitely take over at some point. Unless the aggression from Ehome is just completely unchecked and Fly keeps getting jumped. But Fly has control of the jungle now. Going to be free farming there. It's time for GT to power out of the jungle. He does have level 7 up. Or at least he has 2 bracers and phase boots up, but he's pretty much set. Just go back and being active. But Ehome,
getting jumped on. Trying to find this kill. Emo should be able to find it. They do cancel TP off, so no pull coming in from Fly, but here comes Sin Q with Fate. They snowball in on Emo. He does manage to zip away. Shards do not get there on point. Kaka, though, will be a nice kill if they can find it, but the Sultans are in time, and now Ollie, he's ready to go back and start a fight if he needs to with that static storm, but they'll think better of it on the side of Ehome. They do back off and get back to it. Still want that blink on that bat right. He does already have BOTs up. Problem is while all that attention is being focused down a bot, the lifesteal is still free farming top, the OD is still free farming the jungle. In fact, he's gonna have full Hurricane Pike up relatively soon. He'll have the 4-star probably in 2 minutes or so. No, even less. Make that 10 seconds.
yeah, it's a really quick farming pace here for Ehome. They're only a K ahead, but it feels like so much more. They're only about 1K, 2K gold ahead, and it feels like a significant amount, mainly because of all the kills they've been finding. Oh, on to JT.
Oh, it's there. JT has that. He doesn't get it, now he does. Still Flame Breaker's there, Fate, so he needs to get out. His snare comes in from Lifeline, Emo puts in as well. They really want the Bat Rider. They'll find him, and then Silent hit trapped from the Dream Ball. Why trying to protect him, but can't really do much as they may fight 3 on the side of IG, though no. Sin Q comes in. Are they really going to try and turn this? The rest of IG actually backing off. No, nothing to say. He has Sanity. He drops it straight off the bat. It's a lot of damage. Fly, he'll go down. Karka barely getting away with his line. Static Storm being dropped. Save Emo. Sin Q gonna be in trouble, but he'll try and turn around now with the shots.
Oh my!
Ollie just before he goes down. In fact, no, he won't even go down. Ollie, do you really get away? Into the high ground. It's a 1-for-2 trade. They'll lose the Nagasaran, but they do find Faith Beyond and Y on the Oracle. So IG arguably coming out on top of that one.
They're gonna be happy with the trade. You did kill off Fate Beyond, who's been a massive nuisance. He isn't worth as much gold as your Naga though. So overall, that is still a slight loss for IG, but you're gonna be happy with the trade anyway. Really unfortunate you couldn't catch that disruptor just to even it out, just to make it 1 core, 1 support each side. Not quite to get the actual imprisonment off. Really well played from Ollie to get out there, and they might be finding more. Might be down about 3 heroes. Looking for that tier 1.
Pretty low. No real chance to deny this one off, so IG should be able to easily claim this. They'll fortify, of course, played out a bit. Scan comes preemptively as well. Make sure nobody getting in the jungle to the IG. Get confident now. Ehome may have that Kaya flop out. In fact, never mind. Just holding the staff of wisdom. Trying to decide what kind of item he wants to go for. Now straight away sitting in onto Y. Basically, again, doesn't save the magic damage Y. Trying to outrun them. Static's come up to 2 with Dream. Oh, it's massive. Do they have the damage output? They certainly do for Y, but now the protection comes in beyond the last. It's a fly. The Naga's down again. It just seems like every time Firefly joins his team for team fight, he always ends up dying for the sake of support kill.
Yeah, that trade is definitely in Ehome's favor. You don't want to be trying your Naga Siren like that. I do get why IG's playing on defensive, this much offensively. They want to slow down Ehome right now, because it does feel like Ehome did gain a bit too much there. Still, it is coming at the cost of the farm of their Storm, at the farm of their Naga Siren, and these heroes still need a lot more before becoming effective. Emo, in fact, is just kind of going jungle, does decide to fly out the high at last, but you take nothing to say, he's queuing up the BKB. Already has that overact, and that is just a little bit more. 2 parts away. That's up. Storm does nothing to him, and it's going to be much harder with the OD.
So I was also going to have a basher up there soon. It's about 400 gold. Basically, bash from Mel probably around 16 minutes.
Yeah,
we should get some how fast this farm from Solux. That was very quick.
It's absurdly quick. You know what's funny as well? He does have the Iron Talon for his one. So it's the easiest time in the world for him.
Yeah, he got this thing upon Ehome today. They've got to work for themselves. Nobody's really there. I think he'll run out there as well, just in good time. But it's okay, especially Firefly, of course, who's still trying to get that answer off the Siren. Team, can they put down Firefly? He has some facades in there.
Oh no!
Find the kill as well, and the immediate infest into a creep. Just perfectly played that in faith. Waited to see which one was the real one. Took a bit of a guess. Made the right decision.
It's not good for IG. They're gonna lose out on their mid-tier one as well. They lose their Siren, they lost the song. That's not a short cooldown. They're not gonna have that save for about 2 minutes. So it's gonna be a very vulnerable moment for IG in those 2 minutes, and Ehome was not relented. With this pressure, they're just gonna keep going every single time they can.
What does IG do though? Like, Ehome really has nothing. He's trying to pick up the market. God, the Firefly has nothing but a yacht. They're gonna smoke again. They've got a flame dagger on JT this time around. So perhaps this will be what they need. Archive's picking Invictus. They're moving in on Silo. He has his basher up now. He shows himself. Moves up onto one with W and the step form. They do everything to get the damage. The Young goes down, but the last of the Silver fight down. Snowball in it. Straight after Emo. They don't fight with the Snowball. Saw how much had to be committed for Bat Rider kill. Have a force coming.
That's a lot just to clean out Fate Beyond. Again, it's a good kill to take. He is an annoying hero, but when it comes down to it, Fate Beyond's not worth that much gold. You really want to catch out the OD or Sylar's Lifestealer, but neither of these heroes are easy to pick up. And just jumping in like that, you have to prioritize what you can take. They don't quite have the damage to deal with. Sylar, even if they drop that stack on top, he doesn't have rage up, he can't really do much in terms of spells. Still a tanky hero to try to go for. And IG, they just take what they can get right now. They're happy enough that they got 1 kill. Fly is safe. He's just farming up on that bot lane. He's not being punished for this. And Ehome, you know, they're not doing too much that Fleetbeyond's dying. Like, he already has 4 items he needs. He gets the job done every single time. They did expand the static storm, so although it's not too long for cooldown, I'm not gonna give too much film to Ehome unless Ehome just decides to go right now. Oh, looks like both teams are ready to go.
Go ahead. Everyone just calming it down a bit after that battle. No reason to force anything silly on either side. To be fair, Faith didn't even have lasso up, so it's not like he was that early the time. They did make a fair bit of gold out of it though, so IG's still going to be very satisfied. But they certainly need some more items up if they can take another fight like that. Marshall's playing the oldest now, and I mean he's the episode before that 20 minutes. In fact, he has the gold right now just about.
Oh, that's ridiculous. His farm rate has been ridiculous. On lifesteal of all things, this is just he's at 500 GPM right now. It's basically just constant free farm.
Ehome smoking up, nothing to say. Faith Beyond and Sin Q. Who are they gonna find? JT.
Oh, no.
He's had a rough game. He's gonna blink away, but Faith has a blink as well. He's moving towards the north side though, where he finds Emo the storm, but Emo TP's Faith. You blink in. He will not spot him in time. JT will also blink and TP out of there.
Bot lane though.
Now, yeah, they go bot. They know the rest of Ehome are top side. Doesn't top stage yet. Now Emo jumps in with the vortex. The first down to ASAP, but there's a Fate's eating. Tyler willing to maximize this. Emo, what are you doing here? You run out of Madison. There's a lasso coming out. Static Storm and Sleepy committed. Emo will be able to get out there safely, but they're not going to be able to capitalize off this combination. Kaka, he jumps back in. That wasn't the idea, Kaka. You're probably going to die for that. And yeah, he will nothing to say. He's going to be there. He'll use up as well. Meanwhile, the rest of Ehome for more. Stampede having to be committed as Faith Beyond is not done. He finds Ollie Disruptor. Silas there as well with the life stealer. And yeah, Ollie, you know where you're going. See ya.
Oh man. It looked bad for Ehome. They got the combination up, managed to catch them all out. Still not enough. They tried to break down that Oracle. They couldn't do it. They couldn't control Tyler as well. They had to drop the Static Storm and the Sleep together to nothing. It came out and a whole bunch of nothing. Now, Tyler, he has his hype shown to him, just his rescue. Is it flying out? That's Mjolnir. 20 minutes. Mjolnir basher phase. Like, oh man.
Hi, John. Not to say. Go for it. As Sanity's good blows on JT. You don't want to be there right now. He won't show himself. He'll sneak in the tree line.
Siler. I can't get over Siler. He's next. How do you deal with this guy?
He found the Centaur. Nasso in as well, and nothing to say is there. JT, he has no way out. Faith Beyond, he has like a sixth sense.
Oh,
he must be Spider-Man in his free time or something. His spidey sense is constantly tingling. He finds the tree life.
He's just always on point. Again, he is Ehome's rock. He's like the foundation. He sets off up. He places off from the laning phase so hard at Fly. The flash farming Noxiron, who's just been staying in the jungle for the most part, is still number 3 network. Right, still behind his D and his life stealer, who ridiculously farmed Sylar. So much space to maximize here, and Ehome has been building off that space quite well. Kaka, is he? No, he's not good for career, is he? Oh, he is.
He is. He won't get
Not enough.
Now he may pay for why he's coming in. Sylar won't be able to close the gap. Quick question, John. We may as well have a guessing game. At what minute do you think Sylar gets Abyssal?
Looks about, I would say 27, 28, 28 minutes.
28? I'm gonna say 25.
I think 25 is a bit fat. Unless he gets a couple of kills.
Have you seen Sylar farming today?
That's fair. That's fair. I change that. 26. 26. You take 25, I'll be 26.
Well, that's not
Bad.
fair. It's not going to be like 24.
Fine, fine.
Right,
27.
Joe.
I'll stay at 27.
Kaka. Sylar just kind of running with it in the wind. Although, look at IG. They're smoked up. They're going to go for something. Lasso, he's going to be there on Kaka. But the cavalry's come. Kaka already going down. Understanding spot. Catches two. Can they get this life still? Sylar, he's about to drop. And he does. It's a great team fight by IG. Faith Beyond trying to run away, but the glimpse is there. And this is going to be another kill going to that JT Centaur. And that's exactly what IG needed. They baited the side of Ehome using Kaka's spark. Kaka dies, but they find way more out of that death.
Gonna be very happy with that trade, of course. Not gonna mind Kaka dies at a big life stealer, and that is gonna impact his vessel. 25.
Cast is
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I never believe in real, but every time I say something, the opposite happens.
You should stop saying things, Mike.
What?
Stop saying things.
It's hard to with the caster job.
Oh boy.
Good on IG though. I mean, they're making a pretty nice comeback considering that last team fight. Definitely weighs back into the game for them if they can keep this up.
You know, we take a look at this as well, Mike. The win probability has always been in IG's favor, apparently. So even with Ehome's early wins, it doesn't look like they've been getting enough to convince our AI overlords that they are actually winning.
And this is why I pay for the service. Because I know these things, right? Dota Plus always knows the correct answer.
Absolutely. It always does. Although smoke from Ehome.
Okay. For Ehome, and he catches you with the last one. JT! He gets a double stop. It doesn't matter. Nothing to say. He popped big if he just sanities. He just doesn't care. Just blow him up, and now the Astro and JT, he's dead.
Double kill.
Nothing to
Just
say
like
with the quick fingers on the beacon either.
Oh yeah. Just like that, he managed to punish, get 2 kills. They waste the song as well. Not gonna be up for 90 seconds. The Santis is a bit longer though, so they're not gonna have that option for them. They still the kills to counteract those losses they had up top. They are gonna try to go for this tier 2 tower as well.
But where you going? Walks away, but Faith Beyond, TP, no way to cancel that. Doesn't have lasso. Mid lane, they lose their tier 2 for the side of IG. Ehome saves enough for us. We'll back off now, thank you very much. Dana was so close to it that Abyss John. He's about 400 gold away. If he didn't die, I probably would have been correct, just so you know.
Yeah. Look like it. Unfortunately. Well, no, actually, he could still hit it. If it's creep, it might actually give it him.
Past 25 minutes, doesn't really count.
26 though. Like, well, midway between our two guesses, I guess. So, the game averaged it out, makes wrong, plays it right in between. There you go.
Haste. Enough.
So what's next? Like, do you just pick up an AC now on the Sylar? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Same, dropping very low, Sing Q, will jump in same. Now, Lasso straight away from Faith Beyond. He's tired of this path. Kaka will have to pay for that attempt on nothing to save his life. Immediate punishment from Faith.
We are seeing that it really get big here. It's been a while since we've seen such a big OE. Does have his Hex up as well. Gonna be really hard to play against as Hex BKB. No response really from IG to get that dealt with. It's gonna be a very long time until you have an ad on Ollie, if he even saves up for it at some point. So Ehome has all the answers in the world. There you go, there's the Hex work.
Easy kill onto Ollie. Poor guy was just trying to hit some creeps.
Tower is under attack.
But do you find it funny, John? We're 27 minutes in, and HBR's still putting an arcane for the neutral. Well, it's just kind of a weird thing, right? He just doesn't seem to need to be beyond. But yeah, the arcane ring, I think it's 71 on the map. Very
Well, you know, this is what we was where that map that does count a lot more. Like the only thing you could probably put beyond that is what? The drag scale? And that's armor and HP. It doesn't need as much. He gets some armor from the ring anyway, like 3 armor. Not too bad. 2 armor for more int. And mana. Good trade-off for Batrider.
Strength the Roshan did Ehome. The fastest Roshan in the world. They don't really have a Deso or anything like that, but I think they have all the destruction. Looks like the lifesteal that out with the Paladin Sword in. So they're playing the Roshan, IG, they're going to start pushing in that bottom against Karka. Beyond's going in by himself, Salt will be there. He does lasso Karka. Fly gonna TP away immediately as the top wears off. Now how does Karka get out though? He does have a TP but he didn't opt to use it. He's just trying to run his way out, but Sinkyu has a haste for it. Well, there's a bit of all going on from JT apparently. But Karka will eventually get out. Meanwhile, the Ehome are looping around the mid lane now, trying to set up another kill across the map. And look at Faith Beyond. He was just bot, and now he's up top. And poor Fly is there, but they assume it's the illusions from the Riddle 1. So they leave it be. This is the real one. It's not. Faith still looking around for it. Fly doesn't have the TP. He just used it.
Pinging right though. Fate doesn't hurt. And they go out. Just a bit of time wasted. Fly gonna be very happy to get a break for his life. Of course, he does have his heart hook, and this is the point. Naga's Siren is really hard to deal with. Lots of HP, pretty good damage for the Diffusal Blade dance style up. Do they have enough to keep Fly in place without the lasso?
I tend to think they do. I know the heart's a pretty big spike for an Naga Siren, but
I mean, we have the OD, right? Like, we have the OD with pure damage.
Yeah, they do.
Just gonna keep road through. Still, you know, this might be enough for Fly. Pretty optimistic though, but this is probably the pickup they were waiting for. Fate does have it, so.
Oh, this drop. Looks like he may need to. He doesn't. Move back. They'll leave the B. Not worth the land though. We'll get their outpost back in time though. In fact, they'll deny both outposts away from the sun by IG now. IG with just some down damage.
Oh yeah, it's actually a rough situation when you have to give the book to your Iron. Trying to get up level 21 as fast as possible for the town, of course. Still a bit of from it. Will be a lot more work despite that turn going away if possible. Whereas Ehome, they got level 20 on Skylar, did about 21 on Nothing to Say. Those talents are up and running. And it's going to cause for Ehome.
Stupendous!
Well, lane could be engaged with Karka. The orb away. Faith Beyond and the lifesteal once again. Trying to find somebody out of position. Nobody's going to be found out though, so he'll go mid. And well, Lasso is available, but he can't, well there isn't a real Naga Siren there, it's just illusions. He'll realize it straight away. Fly, what, I mean, what do you go for the, on the Naga next? Like, you got the heart. What's the next item? What turns the game?
It doesn't really, it doesn't turn the game per se, but it just makes you deal with.
Karka gets thrown out again, bot lane. Beyond and Silent just same him up.
Yeah, it's a simple pick off once more. They have to expend the lasso, not the longest cooldown in the world. I think at this point, you kind of almost peaked with Naga. If you only have 2 slots left, you're probably just gonna go for Butterfly. And I know it depends on the role. Maybe a link for defense. Beyond that, you've geared up completely in the Naga. You're gonna start looking at Storm Spirit get more. Has not had the best storm. There's a huge deficit between him and his Naga. That's one big argument between them. He needs to finish something up. Going for that Lincoln's next. Definitely gonna help. It's gonna surprise people when it adds up. And it should break the combo up. Ehome. That lasso is not gonna be as instantaneous as you'd expect.
He BKB up now in the Live Steal, finding the raid isn't enough against that Naga Siren song. So get that BKB with a 10-second charge now. Essentially, he's got a 16 seconds worth of magic immunity in the next team fight. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think the BKBs mainly to counteract that Orchid from our Storm, so he's the magic immunity anyway. And if he doesn't have access to his rage, that's gonna help massively. It's more for that Storm, I think. He's been prioritization.
He hits level 25 before he uses it, he'll have 18 magic immunity. Nice. Oh yeah. Lane. I mean, with that BKB, you think he's feeling pretty confident to do this. We're waiting for someone to be out of position. JT as target. Glimpse is there, but they already got the Centaur. Stop the device to make sure he can't run away. In the Kid Stampede, though, one does have available. Emo gonna jump in with that Orchid. Still, the line still not dropping low enough. Doesn't pop the BKB yet. He knew they didn't have the damage output.
Dial structures are fortified.
Do they secure the T3? They back off.
Radiant's bottom tower under attack.
They are actually going to back off after this. They're not going to risk losing any lives trying to go for the T3 push.
Yeah, I mean, Fate Beyond it, yeah, to try to counteract that push down bottom. So they are going to be playing 4 versus 3 up top, which is, you know, not too bad. Still favoring Ehome, but JT is respawning. They do pull back again.
They even got a repair kit on the Dire's side, so that T3 damage is just going to be repaired up. This is one of the more controversial items that came out with neutral drops. Not the biggest fan of it myself. I do think it kind of breaks the game a bit. Not moving in. Smoked up. See, Faith beyond a bot, that's pretty much the only person they see. See, he's in the mid lane, but he's in an Invictus right now. They are going to loop around all the way to the top lane, but nobody's going to be there any longer as it does return back to the fountain. At the very least, he will be able to pick up his axe on the way. It's that secret shot being there, but now he might make time. Nothing to say. He'd be a great kill lane. Stops the way. Can he burst himself? No false promises there for flying time. Now Sanity's being dropped straight on the head of the Naga Siren, and Fly does drop. Eye goes down as well. OD dropping low. Emo, he wants to clean up the Astral, and Snowball's coming out. Sinkyu does go down too cheap. He does get the stun off as well. The line's still too much left to bone. He'll be try and man fight this as well. Glimmercape is there onto JT though. He has nobody to hit Styler. May just have to leave. But Emo is not done. He wants to He'll still go for Silent though. There's Slimefly coming back in with violence. It still can't kill Silent. The Glimpse will be there. Starts to come. Now the Violence coming up from the side of Ehome, but it's only CQ on the top.
Oh, no.
He won't be able to save, and he dies back straight away.
Oh man. Really messy fight for Ehome. IG is punishing quite hard. It's bad when they're not Siren just kind of died, but lost too much in that backline. They didn't get enough done. And Ehome losing out on a lot there. Fortunately for them, IG, not really many objectives to take out. No Roche to fight as well. It's going to be a late respawn on Roshan. They're going to take this tier 2 top. Maybe down as well, but there is enough time for Ehome to respawn and come back in.
I'm getting a second.
Yeah, I'm going to try and force something into this play. Force the line at least. Match vision from Naga Siren. Okay, down there to flip him down a bit though. But also in the mid tier 2. Roshan will respawn in 2 minutes, so they don't exactly have an option to go to the Roshan pit now, as much as they'd like to, I'm sure. Butterfly does just buy out. Going for the butterfly like he said. Needs the just needs to start now. The Emo, he does finally manage to pick up that blockstone that hated him for so long during this game.
Reaching a point where IG's heroes are really starting to come online. Even Augustine, right? Like, we're talking about heart not being enough. It wasn't enough there. It took way too long to kill Fly off. That was just enough time for IG to just clump up and force their own thing. Granted, they did have to buy it back and Fly at the end. But, you know, it's fairly fly into that butterfly. And once that's up, right, I'm just going to be trying to mitigate the right-click tentacle of the OD and Lifestealer. They're not going to hit you as often. That might be for IG to really capitalize on this Nox Iron coming into the late game.
Very well. Yeah, look confused as to what they can do now.
Radiant's
They are trying to set up the Roshan temp. But the fly does come up now though. The fly is starting to hit very, very hard. That much harder to kill us with that added evasion. See, Roshan up in about 30 seconds. Ehome in great position to go for it, but you look at IG, they understand the time well. They are not going to be willing to just give it away, especially after that with the last team fight. They certainly feel like they have the advantage in this Roshan fight.
It's gonna be a bit of a scary fight for Ehome. Like, just walking into the static storm and the Kong in the pit. They're the fight through.
Very hard. The smoke cup, IG, getting ready. Roshan is officially up. They really want to wait for Ehome to get started on the Roshan before they jump in. Like, they don't want to be the ones to start the Roshan themselves. They've got better counter initiation. Ehome won't fall for it though. Fire smoke of their own now. Nothing to say has a casual moonshot up apparently in the OD. JT, he gets into the moonshot, but now Ehome immediately backing him up to the OD slide. BKB pop. This looks really bad as they will lose Kanga straight off. Now BKB pop bait. He kicks the Lancer off. Who is he called? This is the disruptor off. He goes down JT now, trying to outrun them. Ehome meanwhile in the background trying to take down the support, but it's not going to be enough. And it was actually Silent John. He jumps in and intests the OD after the boot stomp to give him that bonus HP and allow him to survive long enough to be able to pop his BKB.
That big play coming out from Siler forces out the buyback from IHG. You know, first up and go again.
That's all. That is all. Q goes down, nothing to say goes down. IG. Counter. They come back. Now, with that, the Roshan knows Q does not have a buyback available. Do you really want to buy back? No, the OD is more back. I think Ehome takes this, but they look like they're going to try. Roche is already way too low, not going to make it in time. IG managed to pick it up, and Song is immediate. They're forward all of them. JT already in position. Ehome, where are you going? Straight after the OSY. Can't survive the first attack from Ehome. Now that no one's directly on the line for the best such fatalities. Not doing much. JT, you will get that soda. He has a big beat. Oh no. OD falling low and does it. Ehome finds it, but they've lost the Central in the process. Now the Aegis goes down. Siler trying to outrun them. Ehome does respawn. Meanwhile, Kanga takes care of Faith Beyond, but Faith Beyond refreshes and has Lasso available, but he ran out of mana. He cut Lasso. He'll go off the Lifeline, but Evo's cleaning up the backlines. He's surviving to a false promise, but that's about to wear off, and it does now. Faith goes down. Siler, the only man left standing, and he will surely not survive this, and he does not. IG clean him up, and there's the GG call. What is coming up Lifeline preemptively though, John, from the Roshan?
Oh yeah. That was what got them that fight. They caught the side of day, and that was enough to just take that fight away. And Ehome, they were vulnerable. They bought back on nothing to say. They still forced that fight out in the pit. They know the pit's a hard spot to be in.